Corruption was wiped out 1.7 trillion wealth in stock market. According to SEC. Yan yung mainit na topic ngayon. Mainit na headline sa financial market sa Pilipinas. Buwan ng statement yung economic team, economic advisor ng current administration na ito daw economic advisor denies 1.7 trillion wipe out from the sabi niya market value. Ulitin nga natin yung sinabi niya. Fake news daw po yan, hindi galing sa kanila. The fact is the drop wasn't 12%. You may confirm this with the Philippine Stock Exchange, which is ang year to date ng exchange ngayon is wala sa 12%, no. It's around sa ngayon 7%. So medyo tama yung sinasabi niya, okay? O lahat ng index po natin, and I personally confirmed this with the PSE, president and the top brokers in the stock market, blah blah blah. So nag-search ako kanina and it seems ang current market cap natin ngayon is naglalaro daw around 17 to 18 trillion. So para magkaroon siya ng drop ng ganun nga 1.7, kailangan mag-correct siya ng 10%. So nag-start yung yung corruption was dito, di ba? Di ba dito 'yon? So from sa peak na to the lowest, actually almost almost 10% siya eh. So medyo tama pala, di ba? Depende kung anong time frame yung tinitingnan ng dalawa. Kung yung mula sa peak na to, nung pumutok yung issue na yon, okay, pababa dyan mula sa bottom na to, and then ang kinuha mo is yung value ng PSEI 2024. Kasi December of 2024, ayan diba? Ang value daw niya during that time is around 1.7 to 1.8, which is magko-coincide siya, or papareha siya sa parang peak netong July na to. Na July, papunta sa bottom dito is almost 10%. So, medyo may katotohanan, okay? Wipe out 1.7. So, 9.89, okay, divided by ilan yung kanina? 18 trillion. Assuming tama yung figure na yon, okay, 18 trillion, 1.78 trillion. Ngayon, kung yung lower end of the figure, yung ginamit nila, which is 17 trillion. So, ganun din, 1.7. So, depende. Maaaring yung isang tinitingnan naman niya is dito. Hindi, dito kasi pumutok yung yung talagang corruption headline noong August. So, ibang usapan naman yun, di ba? Pero the bottom line is, a lot of the value ng PSEI is definitely got wiped out. Okay? There's a lot of blue chips right now that are struggling. I think ICT na lang ata yung medyo matas yung market cap na paangat. Okay? Kasi nga maganda yung performance niya. Pero yung mga dating dinosaur ng PSEI like SMPH, ayan, Lagapak, SM, makikita mo yan Lagapak. So makikita mo dito yung mga malalaki nilang constituent na BPI, BDO. So BPI almost 10% yung nire-represent nila, Lagapak. So there's a lot of big companies lumalagapak in market value. Pag pinag-combine mo lahat ng yan, okay, na maaring more than 1 trillion nga talaga, yung yung lumagapak dyan, okay? And ayun nga, so the bottom line is talagang lumalagapak siya, and that's not good kasi sobrang nag-underperform siya ngayon against Asian peers, and most definitely against the world. Kita nyo naman, Kasi mapapaisip kayo, may problema ba sa sa global financial market? Meron bang tinitingnan ngayon na global uncertainty? Yung uncertainty na yon magdudulot ng bad sentiment, pessimism, Wala eh. Ayun no. In fact, the US market is almost on a bull run na sa ngayon, no? QQQ almost 20%, SPY 14.5%. The big story is still international 25%, emerging market. Nung nakaraan nakikita ko nagti-30% na to eh. Southeast Asia, okay, 8.85%. And the total world index, ito talaga no, combine na lahat dito. May representation na dyan, no, yung madaming bansa, market cap weighted 18%. So makikita mo talagang ano, yung weakness ngayon ng PSEI is an isolated case. Kasi most of the time pag gumagawa ng rally etong US, normally sumasabay ang PSEI eh, di ba? Today or this year is different. It goes to show you na sobrang ano, pangit yung ano, bad sentiment na dinulot ng mga ano, fraud control issues na yan. Na hindi na yan surprising kasi nung kay Janet Napoles, yun din yung nangyari, ayan, no, November. Di ba? Yung kasagsagan ng ano, pork barrel scandal, lumagapak din. Okay? Pero after ng lagapak niya, nagrally. You know, in fact, nag-bull run siya 34%. The question is, ganun ba ang mangyayari? I-replicate ba yun ng, ano, ng ating market in the coming years? We'll have to find that out. Na eventually, itong SEC, no, nag-sorry siya. Or rather, gumawa siya ng statement na parang nagkamali siya ng figure, blah, blah, blah. So, sabi nila, October 8, before the apology, stock market investor lost 1.7 trillion in just 3 weeks of corruption. Pero yung aking personal dividend retirement portfolio is still holding up pretty well kasi a lot of my companies na hawak ko outside the PSEI. Naka-diversify siya across some blue chips pero mostly mga mid cap and small cap companies. And I'm still holding up pretty well. 21.28% year to date and still massively outperforming PSEI. And if you want exclusive investing related contents in the Philippine stock market, check the pinned comment. So sabi niya, no, natapyasan ng market cap, market value ang PSEI because of corruption behind anomalous flood control projects. Ngayon, ang opinion ko rito is actually medyo mixed, no. So yes, may may factor 'yan, no. May malaking factor 'yan, pero may malaking factor din yung nangyayaring optimism ngayon sa ibang market kasi yung mga foreign investor, no. Pag nag-allocate ng funds yung mga yan, talagang tumatalon yung mga yan and tumatalon sila on highly liquid and may magandang optimism na mga stock market. Nasa ngayon, yung positive sentiment nasa international, emerging, and US. So ngayon, magtatanong sila, bakit namin ipapark yung pera namin sa Philippine stock market? Ang gulo ngayon dyan, no? Kung pwede naman namin ipark on on other countries, other markets na may mas magandang growth prospect. May mas magandang optimism, no? Excited yung mga investor yan na mamili. Ganon. The billion peso flood control project scandal had already shaken public confidence, impacting the country's overall growth prospect, which is in the short term, di ba? Ang stock market gumagalaw yan based on sentiment. Pero in the long term is a weighing machine. Well, yes, nakapagpabago ng sentiment yung mga ganito, mga ganyang headline scandal. Pero at the end of the day, ang magde-decide ng fate, ng valuation ng PSEI is yung mga mismong underlying companies. So if moving forward, a lot of these companies growing pa rin, di ba? Maganda pa rin yung kanilang takbo, growth prospect. Kasi nga, ang Pilipinas, we are a consumer-driven country. Pakialam natin yung mga, yung mga pumapasok na mga dolyar sa Pilipinas, mga remittances, ganyan, to drive, consumers or consumer spending. So, if a lot of those mag-flow on these companies and mag-grow pa rin sila despite all of these economic, or these flood control headlines, eventually once this bad sentiment, kasi ang bad sentiment, namamatay yan eh, di ba? Whether makapag-establish sila ng system na maka-fix ng corruption na yan, may mapapanagot sila or wala, eventually, this sentiment, nakalimutan yan, okay? Namamatay siya, tumatahimik. And then once na tumahimik siya and you see all of these companies na growing, undervalued, di ba? Yung flow ng capital, babalik yan sa stock market. It's a stark reminder that corruption is a weapon of mass wealth destruction. Which is true, talagang nag-stop yung progress or growth prospect ng isang bansa kapag may mga ganyan. Pero a lot of the companies hindi naka-tie up sa growth prospect ng isang bansa. Kasi gumagawa sila ng adjustment from time to time. Mas maganda kung nag-grow din yung bansa. Syempre, mas mabibigyan sila ng better environment to grow as well. Ngayon, kung may mga ganito na challenges yung isang bansa, yung mga businesses na yan, nag-adjust yan. And it's your job as an investor to find out those companies na gumagawa ng adjustment such that yung kanilang profit growth is still there, di ba? Nandun pa rin, okay? The laggard market reflected a crisis of confidence that public servants needed to rebuild trust. Para sa akin, piling ko walang mananagot dyan, no? Na mga government official, blah blah blah. Similar sa case ni Janet Napoles dati, no? Ang dami niyang dinawit na mga politician and in the end, parang sinolo niya lang ata yung or halos sinolo niya lang ata lahat ng ng blame, blah blah blah. Kailangan daw i-lift yung bank secrecy law, which is pwede, di ba? Magandang indication yan para may mamahuli ka. Kasi kung biglang yaman yung isang tao, no? Biglang nag-compound kanyang wealth na medyo mahirap ipaliwanag through through math or through its existing asset, yung kanyang mga business, di ba? Medyo mahuli mo sila doon eh. And I think ayun lang. So now the question is mag-continue ba to, and pag nag-continue ba to, bibili ka ba? Well, for most retail investors, for sure, yan, mga bad trip na yan, nagbebentahan na yan, ayaw na mag-invest yan, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, ganun talaga, hanggat din na sa mga ganyang, sistema, yung corruption, merong mag-appear yan na, mga headlines, after this, maybe in the future ulit, mag-appear na naman yan. Pero, one thing for sure, the market always rebounds. Ayan, okay. Ang tanong, when the market rebounds, nandun ka pa ba?